So we're here actually to talk about your article in Homoculture, which was titled Prop 60, a lifesaver or a time waster. Would you consider Prop 60 a time waster?
Yes, I would. The industry has already been successful at self-regulation, and this proposition only recommends barrier protection, and that can come in many forms. Condoms with penetrative sex, condoms for oral sex, which could be extended to gloves and eyewear. But that's only one way of preventing HIV and a somewhat outdated viewpoint. We have PrEP, which is pre-exposure prophylaxis, which comes in the form of the pill Truvada, which is a daily pill that you take similar to birth control, but it helps prevent against HIV. Should a model that's not on PrEP become exposed to HIV, there's post-exposure prophylaxis, which is a 30-day treatment of Truvada, which helps reduce the risk of transmission. And then there's new research to suggest that performers who are positive but have an undetectable viral load don't actually transmit the virus. That's something that the scientific community has known for quite some time, but it's only really able to come out now and say with definitive research. On top of that, it's not necessarily just about condoms, it's about performer autonomy. So if a performer chooses to use condoms, that's great. There's plenty of successful condom companies out there. However, if a performer decides to protect themselves through another method, such as PrEP, that option would be available to them as well. Last, what's the most important is that this proposition creates Attorney General powers with Michael Weinstein, the CEO of AHF. It would give him personal standing to defend this proposition in court and to control the industry through legislation. In essence, to draw a parallel, the proponents of Proposition 8 tried to outlaw gay marriage in California, and their case was thrown out of court because they did not have standing. This gives Michael Weinstein standing so that if the industry were to appeal or there were lawsuits that arose, Michael Weinstein would statutorily have authority to defend the proposition. It's very easy on its face to say, save the stupid porn stars from HIV. But when you really look into the mechanics of the proposition, you see just how unfunctional it is. So if you wanted to get involved, I would educate yourself on the proposition, educate your friends on the proposition, and then I think the best course for California and the industry altogether would be to seek new representation for the AIDS Healthcare Foundation.